Anything is better than lies and deceit. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. And to act so is immoral. And you know, there's less charm in life when you think about death, but it's more peaceful. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Boredom, the desire for desires. Everything intelligent is so boring. Every heart has its own skeletons. Everything depends on upbringing. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Enough or not, it will have to do. God is the same everywhere. Happiness is an allegory, unhappiness a story. Here I am alive, and it's not my fault, so I have to try and get by as best I can without hurting anybody until death takes over. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. He went down trying not to look long at her, as though she were the sun, but he saw her, as one sees the sun, without looking. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun, yet he saw her, like the sun, even without looking. I've always loved you, and when you love someone, you love the whole person, just as he or she is, and not as you would like them to be. If you want to be happy, be. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. If, then, I were asked for the most important advice I could give, that which I considered to be the most useful to the men of our century, I should simply say, in the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. It's all God's will. You can die in your sleep, and God can spare you in battle. I think, if it is true that there are as many minds as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. I am always with myself, and it is I who am my tormentor. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. Kings are the slaves of history. Life did not stop, and one had to live. Love. The reason I dislike that word is that it means too much for me, far more than you can understand. My principal sin is doubt. I doubt everything, and am in doubt most of the time. Music is the shorthand of emotion. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow, but this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. Pure and complete sorrow is as impossible as pure and complete joy. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. Spring is the time of plans and projects. To tell the truth is very difficult, and young people are rarely capable of it. To educate the peasantry, 3 things are needed: schools, schools and schools. The kingdom of God is within you. The only absolute knowledge attainable by man is that life is meaningless. The 2 most powerful warriors are patience and time. The strongest of all warriors are these 2, time and patience. There are no conditions to which a person cannot grow accustomed, especially if he sees that everyone around him lives in the same way. What a strange illusion it is to suppose that beauty is goodness. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it.